Hello, M. Yes, I did know. But I haven't said hello to you yet, so I suppose I should do that. I hope you're doing well tonight. And I'm trying to social the medias. Okay, there we go. Done the social medias. I guess I should... Everyone. I guess I should... Everybody. Who animals? Oh, HB animal stat me. Okay. Opossum's pumpkin curry looks pretty legit. Come on, brain. You can do this. Okay, I think I've done it. Okay. All right, we're good. Willa is always trying to say something. Whether or not you want to hear it, that's another story. Totally different. I'm gonna need more canvases soon. This setup's a little better than the previous setup in that I don't need to like hide my keyboard behind my easel. Okay, I guess I need like darker. Can I fudge it? Bold of you to assume I don't always want to hear what you have to say, Luna. Listen. Listen, you can ask Pumpkin Rats. There are some things she regrets hearing come out of my mouth. I do have more quality easel access. Speaking of quality, Opossum, the fucking curry looked delish. Amazing work. Also, hello. Fucking... Okay, hang on. I just noticed I straight up stole your hard candies. Don't worry, there's no hard candies in that. There's not a single hard candy left in that container. Note to self, I owe you... Plastic wrap. Plastic wrap on my canvas put up quite a struggle. Yeah, I owe you some hard candy. Sorry, Amber. Sorry about that. Okay. There. Got a nice big brush for applying a background today. Oh yeah, I gotta get my materials. Hang on. What do you are to charge? There we go. Okay, there. I was thinking about this the other day, and the moderator and I went down a rabbit hole trying to post a simple GIF on the internet. That is a web EP. I cannot use that. What is that going to save as? A JPEG. A JPEG is easier to open. Yes. Yes, that's right. I said a JPEG. So let's open my JPEG. Then I'll get the JPEG to you all. This is concept art of Terra Cranford from Final Fantasy VI in her Esper form. There's the stream. I'm like, where to stream? Where to stream? Okay. Yeah, when I was thinking about her the other day and her transformation, which they have since JPEG at valve.com. Are you old enough to remember OneNet? Or OneSwapNet when they used to do their updates through OneNet before they went to Steam? That was a long time ago. But yeah, I thought this looked interesting. So I figured I wanted to give it a try. Yeah, the scrungly critter at the bottom. I will probably include that. You don't remember one? I think it was actually WON, like win, like the past tense of win. Because the idea was that it was for multiplayer games that needed updates regularly. So you won by updating. Team Fortress updated through that almost exclusively for many years. Team Fortress Classic, I mean. And then they're like, you have to go over to Steam now. And I'm like, you don't remember OneNet either? That's fine. It was many eons ago now. What do we want to do here? You didn't play TFC? TFC was, at the time, it was like, it blew my mind at the time. It's not the first installment. Indeed, it is Terra. Listen, in this house, Terra's canon hair is green, damn it. Okay? That's not up for debate. That's not up for debate. I don't care what the concept art looks like. Trying to figure out what to use as my background colors. I like how the artist just made like a scribble for the shadow. Like the shadow is literally just a scribble. And she's got real scrangly hair going on. It's going to be interesting to try and emulate that. Probably make a blob to begin with, like I did with the Metal Gear painting. So I'll start with a blob. Boy, my camera's really bad res, isn't it? Like I can see the artifacting in my camera, for fuck's sake. Just checking it out. Oh, what's the refresh rate on this thing, I wonder? Yeah. She's very critter looking. Like I was saying, they retconned it so that they describe what she's doing as trance. Like in Final Fantasy IX when they trance. Hey, R. How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're living large and laughing easy. Where's my drink? There's my drink. Happy Wednesday, R. As usual. It's traditional, the greeting. I was thinking I could use her two other colors, green and red, as sort of a contrast color with this, which I'm going, it's kind of pale or white here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in like a pink. It's trans sex is more for nothing. I mean, to be honest, like in hindsight, like Kuja and Zidane both look very Terra-esque when they trance. I mean, if they're going to take inspiration from anybody, I don't mind them taking it from Terra. Morph. Screaming morph more times than Wolverine from X-Men on Fox Kids. Yeah, so I could do that. I could do some red here, some green here, maybe some blue up here, because she's got a little bit of a iridescence to her as well. At least in my mind. So let's start with that. Take a look real quick. Let me take a look real quick at the Terra gallery. From the concept art, originally, like, she seemed a lot younger. Or closer to, like, Celis in some of the alternate art. So part of me wonders if, like, her and Celis were the same character at some point, and then they diverged. Oh, that one's cool, too, though. Those are all great. Hang on. I wonder if can I show those on Twitch? I think there's female presenting nipples in those pictures. I don't think I can actually show those on Twitch. And I'll link y'all to the gallery. I can't get banned if you go look for yourself. Trance and trans sound very similar. Perhaps they are. Although the process is excruciatingly long by comparison. Man, if I could just get mad enough to turn trans like you know, like the snap of a finger, that would be great. Moderate. But yeah, way down at the bottom, there's some other really good art. Yeah, for real, right? You ever be so mad you grew boobs? Fuck. Ginger, yeah. You have to endure enough transphobia though to trance that way. It's kind of painful. No nipples. It's true. This is exactly what Orwell meant. This is precisely what they meant, in fact. Okay. My fan. With these guys. You are gonna wait. You wait for a moment. Okay. I love that Dagger is just given a bikini. She looks kind of like Shiva. Is that what they did for Dagger in the concept art? I think my favorite part of Final Fantasy IX is when Quina and Vivi get married. Yeah, they have to. There's a place they when they want to go to the ancients. They want to go to the city of ancients. Nobody's allowed to pass unless they're a married couple. So Zidane and Dagger get married. And then Vivi and Quina have to get married to pass through too. And Quina is just very calmly says, "I so happy." And Vivi says, "Me too." And it's like very sweet and funny at the same time. I love that. I love that scene. Yeah, that's my favorite part probably. Is how they both genuinely seem happy. Of course, the implications of all of the VVs at the end of the game are also interesting, knowing that they are married. Considering all the VVs that show up at the end of the game. It's like, how did that happen? Quina has a billion husbands? I mean, maybe. Quina can have so many hands. What? Oh, working the kitchen. I was like, wait, what do you mean? She grew hands? Is that like a blue magic spell? Like, what? I was so confused. There's our blue. Kind of sad that they canceled that Final Fantasy IX show they were doing. Blue mage ability. What enemy do you learn not polyandry from? No, for holding her bajillion husband's hands. I see. Yeah, it was a shame they canceled that show. Yeah, there was a French animation house working on a Final Fantasy IX show for like a year or so, and then Nintendo saw the early mock-ups and didn't like it, so they just canned the whole thing. If I recall correctly, I thought I heard that it was supposed to be about Vivi's kids and like the stuff they get into. Bizvel's rating with a party of 2. Bizvel, I hope you had fun factoring abiotics. I love that game. I'm sorry, Opossum. Thank you for the shout out, moderator. Excellent. I love Abiotic Factor. I think it's a fantastically crafted game that feels very nostalgic. Hi, Poppy. That had things to say. Here? Yeah. Hope you had a pleasant stream, Bizvel. Hope we're going to be able to relax to a nice evening. Maybe I don't want to use it. Maybe I don't. Let's see. Who's this guy? You love fantastically crappy game? Where? Where? What you mean? Abiotic Factor is phenomenal. It's another Unreal Engine game that's trying to look like Half-Life, which is very interesting that's like become its own aesthetic. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. You guys are getting no music. I just noticed. I love that for you. I don't. Still no music. I really got to turn it up this loud? Because the source is quiet? What happening? There we go, that's better. I thought it was just really quiet. Well, I mean, like... I feel like it's nice to have a little music in the background. Especially for anxious folks, or like myself. So they're not just, like, sitting there in silence with their existential dread. I mean, you can fight Kefka in 14, right? Would have been cool to have Terra as a character, perhaps. It's a lot more colorful than the original sketch. You know what? That's okay. It's gonna have to get over the nervousness of, like, painting over that. Where is the car that is being broken into? I can hear a car alarm going off. Do we see that at the bookstore? Oh, you saw it online today. That's pretty cool. I can get it with my work wellness dollar. It's probably... Well, I mean, there's a cooking class, like a classification. I wonder if it follows that. What did you make of it, R? Was it any good? Wellness dollars. I think the only thing we made from it so far is one of the elixirs, which is it's based off a lemonade. Okay. Interesting. Why are there chunks in this paint? Why is this paint so chunky? I wanted smooth paint, not chunky. Explosion. Did you feel rejuvenated after drinking it? Lavender flavored carbonated lemonade. That reminds me of a drink I got at the local community center for gays. What was it called? Aggressive lavender? Violent lavender? It was iced coffee with lavender and something in it, and it was also fizzy, and I was very confused, and so was my mouth. Also very confused. I'm worried that if I put this red down, this pink ain't gonna show up. I think I'm gonna steer clear of it and actually paint dead is what I'm gonna do. Confused mouth. It's true. Happens a lot when you're gay. Happens a lot when you're gay. Confused mouth? More likely than you'd think. I've gotten 2 other whites since this one, because I'm trying not to buy Target stuff anymore, because fuck Target, again, for obvious reasons, but it's going to be hard color matching, because I believe Mondo Llama is their brand. It makes me think of the Fallout cookbook, which is I've also wanted to try. I know I've said this before, but I still want to do that idea where I make various pastries out of the healing boluses from Elden Ring, because they're varied enough in color that I feel like you could make a variety and have it be interesting. Real dishes. Okay. Oh my god, this paint is so dry. Howdy, Armadillo. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Fart. I think how putting white on here even makes the blue blend in better, rather than just having it on the just raw dogging it onto the canvas. They're blick. Not familiar with blick. I don't know if there might be a Michael's near me. I'll have to check. Are there any paste? No, I'm thinking paste because that's what it feels like I'm applying to my canvas right now. Are there any based paint developers like, you know, like the Penzies of paint or something? Oh, this is a mess. This is a disaster. Okay. Just like chunky paint left in here now. Oh, they're near. Oh, there was a Michael's near that Five Below, wasn't there? Five Below is a dangerous place. There was a blick on our university campus. They fueled my art class. It's nice. It feels less bougie than Michael's. I appreciate your use of the word bougie. I also appreciate what's happening up here with the blue. And I'm going to do more of that, I think, throughout. Hopefully. Oh, there are blicks near us. I've never been to a blick. It's a very... You feel like you're saying something rude. But, like, I'm down to try it. Do-do-do-do-do. You son of a blick. Do-do, do-do-do, boop, 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 boop. Do-do-do-do. Good old hydrosity. Yeah, this is a mess. There was supposed to be like an art store at the local college, but we wandered around aimlessly for like a good solid 20 minutes and never found it. So perhaps another time. Okay. Don't put paint in your hair. There you go. Okay. Seen one downtown that looks bigger, but I've never been inside. I did. I asked two students, and I think one was a teacher. And none of them knew what the hell I was talking about. None of them knew what the fuck I was saying. You gotta find an mystery art store. It was well reviewed. I'll send it to you later, remind me. So you can see what I mean. All we've seen is Michael's and Hobby Lobby. Well, there used to be Joann's. Totally tragically closed. Rip Joann's. Let's see. You can pick out art students at the college campuses by the giant flat black bags that they carry around. Are you saying that you owned a flat black bag when you went to art school, R? I just looked for somebody with a beret. I was looking for an art student. I was just looking for somebody wearing a beret and looking really indignant about being alive. My giant drawing pads, good. They don't wear fancy clothes, they get paint on them. I didn't say they were fancy. I mean, it was just a little, like, I'm thinking like a raspberry beret, the kind you'd get in a secondhand store. You know, one like that. Did anybody get the reference? Okay. What is painting today? It is on the screen. This is concept art from Final Fantasy VI of Terra Branford in her Esper form. Put a little more blue in here, actually. A little more blue, it'll almost look like clouds. They look like strawberry seeds. I think they're supposed to be like... I don't know what you'd call them. Like scales? Her father has like almost like scales or spikes coming out of his skin. It's very interesting. Mudan? Mudrun? Blick also has an online store. That makes sense. Hello, Narg. Sadly, this is not like Fortnite. There are no Power Rangers here. Cactus instead of strawberry. Cactus instead of strawberry. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Fortnite, in fact, does have Power Rangers. And in fact, I recommend you go look up the trailer for it. They actually filmed a live-action Power Rangers fight to promote it. So even if you don't want to play Fortnite, it's worth watching. It was very entertaining. And I always enjoy seeing a good rubber suit monster. Let's see if I can find it. No, that ain't it. Whole season based on them. Interesting. Bring back rubber suit monsters. I do love me a good rubber suit monster. That's the name I'm looking for. Don't you love how Wikipedia Don't you love how, like, the wikis now, like, show you completely unrelated shit to what you're looking up? I love that. Wait, necromancer is a job? I don't remember necromancer. Okay, I'm getting off track. Can I find a picture of this bloke? How do you apply to be a necromancer? First, you must journey to the Temple of the Silver Monkey. How is their starting wage? I hate to tell you this, R, but as far as necromancy goes, the entire industry is dead. Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Hang on, I'm saving an image so we can look at it. Alright, that's Terra's dad. He's also a summon in the game. Do necromancers come with undeath insurance? So yeah, he's got like Spike's undeath insurance. No. They just use the standard United. They actually all necromancers get their healthcare from United Healthcare because it's, you know, an equivalence. How does undeath insurance work? But yes, that's Terra's dad. Summon, I hardly know him. Well, there's only one way to find out, if you're compatible. At least that's what he says to, that's his pickup line for Terra's mom, at least. How will we know unless we try? And also, he's got purple hair. And, like, big ears. What is a necromancer? It's someone that summons the dead to do their bidding. So yeah, he's got claws. So you can kind of see that influence in the, because this art probably came first. So you can kind of see he's got claws for hands and feet. He's got like some, here, let me find the sprite. Because you can really see it in the sprite. Where did I move that? There he is. There's the crappy sprite they made for the mobile version. I really have no desire to look at that, thanks. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't... okay, hang on. Everything opens as a fucking web whatever. You call this a PNG, but he's got a white box around him. That's not a PNG. Okay, I'm good. Stand by. Okay. And he's this tiny ass thing in the corner. There we go. So that's what his sprite in the game looks like. He's kind of got like these like craggy things on his shoulders. It looks transparent here, so I don't know. Is the missus still around, or is he single? I'm afraid they're both very dead. Terra's mom is the first to perish, and then her father subsequently, in a very excruciating manner. I'm sorry to report. But there's a lot of other Espers out there. So is that necromancy job still open? For God's sakes. Are you so desperate for an erection you're willing to raise the dead? Is that rigor mortis? Or are you just happy to sashimi? Okay, so that's what Terra's dad looks like. You can kind of see the ears there, too. We'll put him down here in the corner. He can hang out. It's fine. And then that's kind of what I'm going off of here. Put him over there. It's fine. He can hang out there. All right. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Here is that's what the strawberry seeds are. Is like these sort of craggy projections on her. Okay. Let's see. So I figure I'll start down here. Necromancer meme posted to Discord. All right. Hang on. I'll take a look. Take a look. As soon as I can click on the thing. Click on this thing. And then this thing. Oh, okay. The dank maymays. Throws raisins on dead body. Them, what are you doing? Raise the dead. Necromancers in the group. Body moves, also them. I see. There's a lot happening in that meme. There's layers to that meme. Had that meme for ages and never quite understood it because I didn't know what a necromancer was. I can only imagine your complete confusion over the matter. Does the necromancy job accept those proficient in necromancy or no? No. You gotta be kidding me with that. Right. So, pink. I'm gonna paint her in pink and then come back and do some details. What are we doing here? Okay, so we're just gonna boop it. There we go. What about a necromancer? Moderator, put yourself in timeout. Put yourself in timeout. Okay. You only saved it because of the raisin pun? That was your only reason for doing it? Okay. Do. Whoa, get in there, you. Get in there, you. Okay. Do. What is that emote? It's hideous. What the fuck? What is that? Which guy from Lure? Oh, it's oh, what is his name? Merv? It at a glance it looks like demented Grinch. Huh? What the fuck? Is that because somebody gifted you a sub during their sumathon? Geb. His name is Geb. That's what it is. Geb is a mascot for, or well, one of many mascots for a channel called Loading Ready Run, where they do sketch comedy and are generally great people. We dry? Yeah, we're dry. What I hear you snickering over there, moderator. What are you on about? What sort of mischievousness are you getting into? What hideous? The emote is hideous. Geb is fine. What do you mean? Don't you put words in my mouth. I say enough stupid shit. You don't gotta make stuff up. Gonna hurt Geb's feelings. You were gifted a sub today. What channel was it for, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I guess this music is okay for now, but the Major Samo, okay? I don't know who that is, but it's sometimes fun to get a sub. Oh, that's weird. That's a weird emote. No one ever let me put my own head in an emote. A hat pickle. You hat pickle? I think you meant hat pickle. No, I'm Spartacus. What is going on in this song? I think it's supposed to be like a remix of a DK song. It feels like I have hair in my mouth, but I don't. You hate pickle? Why do you hate pickle? Pickle's delicious. I kind of already like how this is going. You'll have to find that person, that special person that will give you your pickle. Because in a relationship, there's always one person who doesn't like pickles and the other person who will eat that pickle. Smell throws me off, that's fair. You can get stuff that's pickled with sweet flavors, though. I already like how this is going, actually. I'm gonna this has got to dry, though. It's got to dry. Now I want a pickle. Moderator, could you give me a pickle? Doesn't have to be right. You can have one of my pickles if you want, Amber. I don't mind. There's lots of pickles. I also have daikon pickling in the fridge, but I'm probably going to turn it into a pancake somehow. So I'll probably wait until it's nice and soft and maybe mash the shit out of it, and then, you know, like, I don't know, figure out some way to hold it together. Let me make sure the paint on this hand is dry so I don't eat paint. All right, I'm good. Thank you. Pickle. Oh. I'm sorry, the conditions that make you a AAA battery? What? Oh, it's a good pickle. Oh. Don't worry, R. I haven't forgot about you. I'll mail you one. Interesting. You know, I have a lot of the facets of anxiety and ADHD, but the like flavor and texture of food thing. I don't got it. Cloth. Shoes were a huge problem when I was a little kid. Pickles in the mail, that's right. Just for you. Just for you. Because I like you. Like, shoes were awful when I was a kid. Like, I could feel every seam inside of the shoe, and I had to just desensitize myself over time. It was rough. It was real rough. I wore, like, Velcro shoes for the better part of my youth because of that reason. Because it was just, like, trying to put, like, tight-laced shoes on. Maybe a little more pink there. Whoa. Come on, fan. Get back up there. There we go. A little more pink over here, I think. Oh, that's better. Kind of got a rough shape going on. Good. I tried to look for what is it, ube? When I was at the Asian market, I didn't see any. I did have maybe the best chicken katsu I've ever had in my life, though. Because they have a little cafet in there. I should have taken a picture, but, like, the crust was perfect. The chicken was extremely juicy. And it was the best I've maybe ever had. It was just a little cafe in the Asian market. Very good. It was a fun visit. I got dried mushrooms there. Apparently, you can't just throw those into something. Apparently, you need to rehydrate them a little bit first. Oh, oh my god. No brain, not Muri-chan. Is it Muri-chan? Maru-chan? The soda. The marble soda? Ramune, that's what it is. Thank you, moderator. I'm not a huge fan of Ramune. Amber and Zoe like it a lot, though. They had many flavors of Ramune there. Many flavors. I was surprised. It's mostly fizz to me. I see. It costs a lot for the novelty of smacking a marble. Yeah, you pay for the fucking marble. You can't even get that shit out of there. You can't even get it out. You don't get to keep the fucking marble. What a ripoff. Yeah. If they were thinking, they'd make that shit collectible. So you could get the marble out and then, like, you get, like, a necklace and you can stick the marbles in it. They're leaving money on the table. Hammer time? You gotta be careful because the marble is glass, too. What if you just put the whole thing in a box and throw it off of a cliff? And then, like, just go down and collect it, and the marble should have survived, right? Yeah, you'd need a really good glass cutter to get through glass that thick. Maybe one of those like wire ones that you can wrap around stuff and kind of work on it. Do I want to put more yellow, a little more pink, a little more pink. Pink. A little more pink. Center here. This is a pretty good remix already. Do do do. Do 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 do. Speaking of mushrooms, I grew my own mushrooms a few years ago. I've heard that's very hard to do. Or at least I would think it's hard to do. I mean, they grow by accident in the yard all the time, but... Who was it that sent me photos of their mushrooms they're growing in plastic shoe containers? Is it Red's Cats growing mushrooms? If you can find pics, you'll send them later? That sounds fun. You want to get one of those mushroom kits so bad? There are a lot of good foods to make with mushrooms. Alright. That needs to dry a bit. Okay. Take over your living space? What? Oh god, don't get one of those kids. They specifically pick mushrooms that proliferate easily, so people buy the kits. Then they proliferate so easily they don't need the kit stuff. Mushrooms to infect the walls of your house. Oh, you use 2 soda bottles? Did Detroit become mushroom? Everyone else moved out because of the mushrooms. R is now the last of us. Need you to dry out faster. This community will now be ground zero for the Last of Us. It's worth it to grow some, though. It's worth ending humanity to grow some mushrooms. I forgot The Last of Us was Detroit Become Mushroom. Yeah, Last of Us is mushroom zombies. I don't know a lot of the details, honestly. I just know that the zombies in that are, spore created. That's all I know about them. It's Walking Dead, except mushrooms. You'd end humanity for a good meal. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on you, I see. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on that opossum. Okay, we're looking good. I can cool myself instead of the painting. Okay. Oh. Might need that. I want to be the best cook in the world. Monkey Paw proceeds to kill everyone else. Like the end of, what is it, that Futurama episode? Did you seriously just pronounce the O in opossum in the presence of a southerner? Yes, and I'll do it again. I didn't think you were actually mad. The O is there, gonna fight that O. What? There's an O? There's two O's in your name. Actually, there's three. There's three O's in your name, actually. Oppossum, optimism is, I believe, how it's... Oh my god. Optimism. Do 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 do. I thought my name was Pasumbatism. What? Pasumbatism. Sorry, I guess it was presumptuous of me to assume. Hmm. Okay. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sounds like SimCity. That was remixed Metroid music. It was called Brainstar Vibes. Lots of amazing remixers out there. Oh wow, what a crazy remix of this is. This is from Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, good, but wild. I have yet to find a game that gives me that same feeling that the underground area in Tears of the Kingdom did. Every time I ask for suggestions, I get games that are like not even close. That one dungeon in Skyrim, that's it. I tell you what, somebody actually suggested Deep Rock Galactic once. I'm like, what? What do you mean Deep Rock Galactic? What? Wait. Nani? Wait. I was very confused. Oh, this is another good one. Looking, I might actually attempt it. Fucking rock the fuck on, opossum. Whatever delicious food you make, please make sure to upload it to the Discord so you can get us all salivating. Room 6 posted. Let's have a look. Have a look while I rest my hand. Oh, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Were you able to harvest them? That's a lot of fucking spores. Oh, nice. What kind of mushrooms were they? You don't remember? That's fair. Still haven't used them for anything. Oh god. Are you guys like okay? Oh hey, Final Fantasy VI music. I mean, really fucking sad music, but... I like that they used Celis's runic blade noise in there. Some weird sounds coming out of here, DJ Cutman. Maybe you need second dinner. Usually if I'm really snacky, it means I haven't eaten enough. Gaining a new appreciation for his art style and how he manages to make body happen with so little. Okay. Indeed it is. You have a second dinner, cook a box of macaroni and eat a whole damn thing. Some hot sauce on that shit. Line's nice and solid, and then I can clean up a little bit. You think so, Ann? I'm pretty happy with it. Enjoy your pasta, Armadillo. I might make some disaster macaroni after a while. I'm pretty happy with how the pose is turning out. Her arm might be her arm is so long in the sketch. It's like, is this too long or not long enough? Disaster macaroni. Yes, that's where I throw cheese on the leftover pasta and nuke it in the microwave. I might add some butter. I might not. Yeah, it's not looking too bad so far. He's a weird creature. This version of Terra. All pasta is good pasta. I could melt some cheese and butter together in a saucepan. Or not a saucepan, but a Pyrex dish. And do it that way. I honestly thought you meant loaded macaroni or something. Macaroni with an excessive amount of add-ins. Nope. Just like if macaroni was a train wreck. A little bit of something in there. Okay. I'm going to take a moment and step away from this. Go to use the room of rest. Just anybody else feeling the need, do the same. I'll be back in just a moment. But it's coming along, I think. We're back. Thank you, R. I was kind of hoping for that. There we go. I was kind of hoping that that was the effect it would achieve. It's true. I do be leaving that chair spinning. Like, where did it go? Can't do pasta yet? You know what the name of the song is originally? That Day 7 years ago? That Day 5 years ago. That's what it's called. Gotta finish your graphic design project for work? Hell yeah. Stack that cheddar, Armadillo. I mean, hey, the amount of money you make does not determine your worth, Armadillo. You're still working hard. Hmm. It's just slow. I get you. Hmm. We've seen so many in this. I'd imagine that's harder to get onto Spotify because Nintendo is damn litigious about shit. But I'm sure it exists. I've heard it before. Hmm. Yeah, I think it. You don't know what it is with you and Earthbound? I mean, Earthbound is phenomenal. Mr. Itoi, like, was fucking cooking with that one. And then, like, You've got Iwata working on the menus. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal game. Earthbound. Probably one of the best games Nintendo has produced or ever will produce. It's interesting that they're doing this Zelda remix using Sega sound font, using the Genesis sound font specifically. Here. You've never finished it? Worth finishing. I can tell you that for sure. I can tell you that for certain. It's worth finishing. I finished it many times. Finding the secret spots to farm for XP helps a lot. Where you can find the caterpillars to rough up a bit. No. Haven't ducked into purple in a while, it should. Put another yellow on there. A little brighter. Wish I liked Spirit Tracks more. So cumbersome to play. Hi, Poppy. I just hear more from behind me. I'm gonna let this dry and grab my cat. Come here, cat. I'm gonna get you. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Yep. Oof. Does this sound familiar? The other ones are like a very faint smell. This yellow is like, I'm fucking here, bitch. With me. That dry. What am I gonna do about her ribbon thing? It's kind of an odd thing they added onto the side. Maybe to give it some more something. I think this is from Rez. Oh, it's from Cobalt Core. Oh, okay. I've heard good things about Cobalt Core. Oh, somewhere between FTL and a puzzle game. Gonna have to give it some harder lines. Bum. This is a great song from Streets of Rage on its own. Then we get a remix of it. Makes it even better. Need to play more Streets of Rage again. Bum bum ba da ba dum bum bum bum. Bit of that. Didn't really accomplish what I wanted to. Being very. What are you doing? I need to thin that out a little bit some. And if I just paint pink over it. Or blue, try to paint blue over it. A little bit. Hello, Maxine. It is Final Fantasy art you see before you. It's coming along. Hard to tell from so far away. You'll have a better shot once it's finished. Oh, this is a great song. Rip Michael Jackson. How you doing tonight, Maxine? Laughing easy, I hope. Living large, I hope. That is your current state of mind. Still working on the code, eh? That's what that tells me, at least. Either that or the code's working you, eh? The sound of me losing 2 people in my team due to redundancy, another across the apartment, another across the company, fucking sucks. I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm sorry. That really sucks. Hi, Poppy, who I almost rolled over. Poppy. That really sucks. If you circulate information on them, I can like try to circulate it in my circles, see if there's any like job listings available. I follow a lot of like developers and shit. I take it fucker is to blame for this. Are the jobs remote? Potentially. I don't know a lot about that job market, I'm afraid. I've been out of touch with it for a long time. I just know that I could get some eyes on it, that's all. like stuff that they wouldn't mind sharing publicly, like on Blue Sky or something. I don't know. I just want to help. There's not a lot I can do, but... No single thing? Okay. That still sucks, I'm sorry. Alright, Maxine. My window's open if you need more. The Great Mouse Detective is a phenomenal film. And some of the earliest uses of CG that were applied well in a film as well. Meh. Funny to hear this song like in a lo-fi version. Are you going to be watching The Great Mouse Detective? Bye, Armadillo. Take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Watch out for the mushrooms. Those are good choices, Maxine. A lot of people hate on Krunk's new groove, but I enjoyed it a lot. It sounds like the electric light working. And I don't mean ELL. I mean the attraction that used to be at Disney. Oh. Well, what do we think? What do we think, chat? I know it's kind of hard to see from there because the camera's further away from the painting now, but here, I'll post a picture into the chat real quick so you all can see it, see what you think. One moment. I like the underlining I did under her eyes. By the way, I think that's the first time I've ever heard my art described as dynamic, by the way, and I'm going to carry that one to my grave. All the way to my fucking grave. Here we go. I put a picture in the art channel. Yeah, she looks pretty alright. Yeah. I'll take a better picture to upload, though. But yeah, not bad. Not bad. Terra Branford. Final Fantasy VI, Esper form. Or trance, if you must. My grave as opposed to the non-fucking grave. Listen, I've only had one offer to go to the fucking grave, and she chickened out, so... For another time, perhaps. That was ages ago, though. Yeah, but not too bad. The arm, I'm happy with how the front arm came together. Her expression is different from the example, but I think it's okay for me to not... Like, I'm not here to photocopy her, right? I'm here to draw her. So it's okay to have some variation, and in fact shows, I don't know, a human being made it instead of just replicating it. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, let me take a better shot. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that, I think. Face came out good. Face came out real good, I feel like. She looks a little happier than she does in the concept art, but I feel like, you know, after all she's been through, she'd probably be a little happier. Let's say this is like post-orphans. After she took care of the orphans, this is her embracing herself, being herself unapologetically. Thank you all for coming. I finished early today, I guess. I'm pretty happy with the sort of like fuzzy look of it. I'll go ahead and post this one in the chat too, so we can see it in better perspective, and then I'll do the social medias and everything later. God damn it! Open the phone. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Y'all make me feel pretty damn special coming to look at my amateur art. It's real nice of y'all. Yeah, the pink I like a lot, actually. I'm glad I went with that one. That's okay, Maxine. There'll be more hijinks on Friday. Thank you. Coming. Where's the ending? There's the ending. Okay. Let me see if I can find a gay to throw you at. Hang on. Let me find a gay to just pile you on. I could send you over to Jose. It's been a hot minute. I'll send you over there. What is she playing? She's playing Espirito Delusion while wearing a shamrock head. So, needs a little scrungly fella in the corner. Okay, hang on. Hang on. All right, I'll paint the scrungly fella. One sec. What do I want to do? Hang on. What do I do for a scrungly fella? What is he like? He's like an orb. Hang on, stand by. Hang on. And then I'll throw you over to Jose, who looks like she's having a fun time. Hang on a moment. Stand by. I turned on the ending soon thing again. Hang on. Stand by, sorry. False alarm. Come here, you. Come here, you. Oh wow, you're like covered in color. I'll just like wipe it off my finger. I wonder if he drew those scrungly fellas in the corners like a workup. Almost. The quickest scrungle you ever did see. Okay, let me dry him off so I can put some eyes on him. And a mouth. Alright. So let's give him a little mouth here. Hang on. Here we go. There's a little mouth. There's a little mouth. Alright, good. Let's get a little eyes in there. I'll zoom in for the picture so y'all can see the scrungle when I'm done. Scrungle is real. Oh, he's great. He's great. He's great. He's great so far. Hang on. It's coming in great. Hang on. Stand by. Amazing. Beautiful. He's beautiful and perfect. He's beautiful and perfect. Hang on, I'll get a picture of him. I'll get a picture of the scrungle. Stand by. Perfect. Wonderful. Amazing. Okay. All right. I'll put him in the chat so you can admire the scrungle, and then I'll ship you off to Jose. Okay. Hang on, I'm trying, goddammit. Okay. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Little fella. Just happy to be there. Mother, I'm alive. Mother. Thank you all for coming. I'll make sure that photo gets posted online as well. But yeah, no, this turned out good. I'm going to zoom in on her face and get a shot too. I'm very happy with that. Cool shit. All right. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Have a good food or a good sleep or a good eat or something. Take good care of yourselves and be safe out there and try not to doom scroll too much, huh? All right. Much love. Bye-bye. 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 3 whole fucking seconds left. Oh my god. Okay, bye.